Good morning and welcome to the VSA Morning Miner. I'm Ollie O'Donnell and I'm joined by Paul Rankin. Paul, how are you today?
I'm well, thank you. How are you?
Yep, very good. It's a short week in the UK, but that isn't the same everywhere else. And there's a lot of mining news out today. Huge amount of activity in the sector. Where do you want to start?
Do you want to talk a bit about the Guanajuato silver note you put out yesterday?
Sure. Yeah. A brief overview on the Q1 operating and financial figures that released on Friday. So this is G Silver's second quarter of production, having restarted El Cubo late last year. So we saw a good increase in throughput, leading to higher production, particularly from higher gold grades, which were up 18% Q on Q to 0.9 grams a ton. So silver equivalent ounces increased to 276,000 ounces, up 15% Q on Q. Gold and silver prices won't change too much, so that really drove the 55% increase in revenue to $6.4 million. So with that, the operating loss was narrowed slightly by to 1.7 million, although with financing costs and things and the still being in the early phase of the ramp up, the net loss was broadly similar Q on Q at $4.9 million. However, with the capital intensity having passed being the second quarter of production, the AISC cost did reduce, so they're showing good progress towards profitable production, about $26 an ounce, but overall making good progress towards profitable production and in line with our estimates at the moment for production. So good progress, and we're looking to see further development progress actually translating into financial performance later in the year.
Yes, I guess from my standpoint, as an analyst too, in detail ways, I'd like to see a little more clarity on how much draw on the El Pinguico stockpiles that they're getting into the El Cubo mill feed at this point in time. So I'll be asking James that question at PDAC, I think.
Yeah, I mean, they did have quite a good update prior to this announcement, which showed that the development that's been going on into the second quarter as well, that's not really impacting the financials yet, and a lot of that related to clearing the adits at El Pinguico, so they can actually start to incorporate more than just the surface tailing stocks into the El Cubo throughput. It is worth pointing out, though, that with the volatility in the silver space, the stock is trading at a 12-month low and is sort of below the level that it was at before the El Cubo transaction, and certainly the lowest level it's been since it's become a producer. So that clearly looks like an opportunity to us.
Yep, that would be a good entry point, I would think.
Right. What else have you seen out there? There's a major transaction between Gold Fields and Yamana this morning.
Yes, two M&A deals announced here in the last few hours. First of all, also at a 12-month low was ASX-listed Oklo Resources, the Mali Explorer, and as a result, B2 Gold has made a jump to take them over on a 52 million sterling deal. B2 Gold has the mill close by, so they'll be going after Oklo's roughly 700,000 ounces of open pit oxide resources there. Then the big deal, and I have to disclose too that I am a shareholder in Yamana Gold, that Goldfields has made an offer to buy out all of Yamana on a $6.7 billion U.S. Merger, which would be, I think, the biggest of the year, or in the past 12 months anyway. Works out here at 33.8% premium on the 10-day volume weighted average. And as a result, Goldfield shareholders on the takeover would hold 61% of the combined group, and 39% would be Yamana. What this does really builds the scale for Goldfields in the Americas here, with Yamana's operations pretty much exclusively in North and South America. So, whereas Goldfields doesn't have that big of a presence there. So it's a merger there that should be beneficial to both shareholder groups, I think.
Very good. Okay. Moving on, news out from Leo Lithium and Firefinch.
Yes, that's right. Leo Lithium, the spodumene spin out from Firefinch, the Mali gold producer. It turned out to be quite easy to raise 100 million in capital for Leo Lithium toward that IPO of the company, with oversubscription from institutional and retail investors. So it just awaits a shareholder approval of Firefinch now, and that the meeting is today. I don't expect any issues, and that will be done in due course.
Yeah, quite a turnaround from the days of Mali Lithium. It's really become a major lithium stock now. On lithium, there's also some news out from Shanghai Mining Club member Galen Lithium.
Yes, Galen, the ASX listed explorer for brine in Argentina. They are beginning extended pump tests on two of their western licenses projects in the western part of the Hombre Muerto Salar. These are extended pump tests and will go into the autumn, and will be used as part of the completion of the DFS, which is still on schedule by delivery at the end of this year.
Excellent. Well, I think we've chatted quite enough, so we'll call it a day here and speak to you again soon. Thanks, Paul.
See you then.